Imagine walking into a shelter, seeing a dog wagging its tail behind the cage, eyes full of hope, just waiting for a second chance. Now imagine that same dog being euthanized simply because no one came for it. The purpose of my speech today is to persuade you to adopt pets from shelters rather than buying them from breeders or pet stores. Many of us will consider owning a pet at some point in our lives, and this decision of where we get the pet comes from has a direct impact on the animal welfare and overpopulation. As someone who's volunteered at the local animal shelter, the Humane Society in Johnson City, I've seen firsthand the difference that adoption makes not just for the animals, but for the people who take them in. Today I will share 3 reasons why adoption is the best option. Number 1, it saves lives. Number 2, you're supporting shelters and local shelters and nonprofits. And number 3, it's better for your wallet and consciousness. Kaylee Berger, in Solving a Problem of Puppy Mills in 2013, said, "The relationship between man and dog is one characterized by compassion, service, and love, but dogs serve a variety of functions beyond just a man's best friend. This means there is a relationship between dog and human that is worth saving and protecting. Dogs save lives. By adopting, you directly save an animal's life and give them a second chance at happiness. These animals that ended up in shelters through no fault of their own, many were surrendered due to their own owners' financial struggles, housing issues, or even life changes. Adoption not only benefits the animal you bring home, but it also clears up shelter space and decreases the number of euthanized dogs, allowing rescues to take in more animals that are desperate and in need of a new home." Also, in the same article, Solving the Problem of Puppy Mills in 2013, Kaylee Berger said, "With approximately 78.2 million pet dogs in the United States and approximately 39% of U.S. households owning at least one dog, it is no surprise that many animal welfare activists and organizations possesses a deep passion for protecting and improving the lives of these animals. This widespread love for these pets and dogs means that even a small percentage of future dog owners who choose to adopt instead of shop means millions of shelter dogs could be saved each year. When we adopt, we aren't just gaining a pet, we're actively participating in a much larger movement we have no idea we're helping out about." But the tragedy of euthanization and those sorts of things isn't the only reason to adopt. You're also helping out your local businesses and some even nonprofits that really need the help. When you adopt from a shelter or a rescue organization, you're doing more than just finding your pet. You're directly supporting a cause that saves lives every single day. Your adoption fee doesn't go to a breeder's pocket or a commercial business. Instead, it provides food, shelter, vaccinations, medical care for other animals still waiting for a home. Anna Kiss, in Dog Social Sustainability and Differently Affected by Various Dog-Humane Interactions in 2024, says, "A considerable portion of dogs are adopted from a shelter and thus experience some form of social trauma or isolation. Many shelters operate on very low budgets, and they depend on adoption fees or donations to survive. By adopting, you're giving the resources they need to rescue more animals from the streets or abusive environments where they experience that neglect." In Development of New Welfare Assessment Protocol for Practical Application in Long-Term Dog Shelters in 2016, Bernard S. says, "No-kill policies, now adopted by many European legislators or non-governmental private organizations, led to the proliferation of long-term sheltering for stray dogs, often resulting in overcrowded facilities." I'm telling you this because just with your help of adopting one dog or maybe even fostering a dog can change the life of so many others. Additionally, supporting shelters creates a ripple effect in your community. You help keep local pet populations under control, reduce stray dog issues, and promote responsible pet ownership. Every person who adopts becomes a partner in that mission. Adoption is more than a personal act of kindness. It's an investment in a more humane world for these animals and for the people around. Beyond making an ethical difference, adoption also makes practical sense, especially when it comes to the cost, emotional reward, all of that. One of the biggest advantages from adopting from a shelter is the affordability. In Rescue Me on Dogs and Their Humans in 2022, Margaret says, those that specialize in purebred dogs can charge up to or around $900 per dog. The average price of a dog going through a nonprofit or a rescue or a shelter can be from only $200 to $500. This shows you how much more affordable adoption is, especially when you consider everything that's included, like vaccinations, microchipping, maybe being spayed or neutered. Beyond finances, adopting a pet can be a deeply rewarding experience. Many adopted pets show unique loyalty and affection, possibly because they understand that they've been rescued. In Old Friends Make Best Friends in 2020, Jill says they don't ask for much, just a warm place to sleep, good meals, and plenty of love. Adopting gives you a chance to be a part of that animal's healing, to help them thrive and be safe again. There's nothing more rewarding than watching an animal who was once scared and unsure grow confident and happy as they should be. In this speech, I've explained how adopting saves lives, combats cruelty in the pet industry, but also helps out nonprofits in your area and benefits you as the adopter, not just your pocket, but your mind. And choosing to adopt from a shelter is the most compassionate, ethical, and practical decision when getting a pet. So next time you, or someone you know, considers bringing home a pet, visit your local shelter, ask them about the adoption events, meet animals, and see the difference that you can make. Because in their eyes of a shelter animal, you won't be just their owner, you'll become their hero. Thank you.